Welcome to Let's Talk Influence. Very powerful word, and we want to thank all those who have subscribed and are constantly watching. I'm sitting here with Kiruba Shankar, author, digital influencer, agriculturalist, and somebody who really likes to help people to grow their influence. Kiruba, it's a pleasure talking to you.
It's a pleasure having this conversation.
Last topic, we really dived deep into Instagram, and the following topic, we dived again deep in understanding audience. Today, we're going to talk about something which everybody wants to be part of. If you're not on YouTube, there's something wrong. It's come to that level. Even for people who want to learn how to make a curd rice, they don't ask grandmom, they ask YouTube grandmom. So for those asking, I want to be an influencer, what are the tips, Kiruba, to master this so-called YouTube?
We all know which is the world's largest search engine. We all know what it is, and that is Google. If you ask people what is the second largest search engine, actually most of them get it wrong. They would say other search engines. Actually, no. The second largest search engine is actually YouTube. And like you rightly said, there's this one video that's called How to Boil Water, and that has millions of views.
How to boil?
How to boil water.
And why would they even look at that video? I mean, is there a DNA for that?
Because people are searching for solutions. People are searching for tips. People are searching for guidance. And I think this is where the good nature of humanity really comes in. Right? The reason is because think of it like a visual Wikipedia. We go to Wikipedia if you want information. We all know Wikipedia is built purely on the goodness of people's hearts. People like a particular subject and they go add information. Similarly, YouTube is really the visual medium of it. People want to be generous with knowledge. People want to help others. But it is also a very powerful platform to build influence. And how do you build influence? By being useful. And how can you be useful? By giving knowledge. Right? Like we discussed earlier time, the secret to become a great influencer is to become a master in a domain. I call it 1 inch wide, 1 kilometer deep. So pick any area and then go deep into the subject. I'll give you this amazing example. There was this person who lives in North Carolina in the US. She unfortunately had to be let off from her job. So while she was trying to get another job, she had some free time in her hands, and she started to produce videos on cupcakes because she likes eating cupcakes. So she started to learn how to make cupcakes, and while she was making cupcakes, she also started to take videos, and these are very amateurish with a simple stand and just basic videos. But because she started to create multiple videos of multiple types of cupcakes, slowly she started to build herself a fan following of people who are only interested in cupcakes. To cut the long story short, a few years later, she signed a 3-book deal with a leading book publisher. She got herself a show on national television on how to make cupcakes, and she's now earning far more money than what her corporate job that she got fired from could pay. Right? So this is a classic example
Of a cupcake.
of just on cupcakes, right? It's not even about baking. It is not even about cakes. It's not even about cooking. It is like really minutest of things. So similarly, we have classic examples even in India of people doing it really well. And my suggestion to people who are getting into YouTube and wanting to master that is start with what you have and do with what you know.
What you have and what you know.
What you know. Very, very simple. Start with what you have is, if you just have your phone, that's your studio. And slowly start baby steps from just having the phone that you have. After that, can you invest in a slightly better phone? After that, can you invest in a tripod? After that, can you have simple lamps that are available in your homes, and can you do that? So likewise, as you start growing, you can start implementing. People do not make the mistake that I will only start if I have a nice home studio. I will only start if I get a powerful DSLR camera to shoot videos. So start baby steps. The next one, do with what you know. And that is only focus on the content topic that you are passionate about. Do not pretend just because there are other influencers who are talking about other subjects and you also want to be a perceived authority there, don't do that, because people are smart. They will easily see through your fakeness. So only focus on what you are very deeply passionate about, because passion is what will power your interest, is what will power your consistency, which is what will make you successful on YouTube.
In other words, be real.
Be real. Be real. And feel free to make mistakes. Feel free to, that's perfectly okay. In fact, it is that vulnerability is what will increase your likability quotient, will start making you very endearing to your audience.
Your vulnerability will start increasing as you start to grow, but also at the same time, when you're real, people know that you're real.
Correct.
So in a real world, you're real.
In a real world, you're real. Perfectly put.
Yeah. So Kiruba, how, YouTube is large and it's constantly growing. What really amazes me is the number of questions people ask on YouTube for their search. Why is it that as an influencer, I want to be an influencer, there are a lot of subscribers who are saying, I like what Kiruba is saying. Why is it so important that they understand this audience? Because all these questions are coming to YouTube and you're putting videos. So is it just putting the videos? How do you make sure that the question hits my content? So, you understand, one is the video part, but is there something that I need to also learn in the YouTube creation itself?
Got it. Yeah, got it. So let me give you an example. Let's say that people want to know how to make good Instagram reels. In the last episode, we touched upon the power of Instagram reels. How to add music to an Instagram reel. How to use AI to use Instagram reels easier. These are all various questions. And where will we find these questions? There are easily, if you go online and search for top searches in your area, if you search for, you will get all of these. So now in each one of those that people search for questions, you can then create YouTube videos, long format YouTube videos. So just by looking at statistics, that will give you the topics for you to think of what you want to do. Like for example, we are doing the series right now on how to influence. And we are doing a multiple episode. How did both of us, we decide on the topic for each one? We discussed,
yes,
but we also searched for what are people needing, and that's how we came up.
Correct. And we want to provide a solution to them.
We want to provide a solution to them. That's correct.
So I think these are key points. Great takeaway, and I think you just touched the point. I like the way you say 1 inch wide
and 1 kilometer deep.
1 kilometer deep. That, in other words, it's like a beam focus. What you're good at, you beam focus. Kiruba, what's the next episode going to be about?
Our next episode is going to be about how to use the power of written word. How do you write articles? How do you write blogs? How to use AI to write blogs easily. And then the reason is because search engine optimization is a powerful tool for influencers, and that's what we're going to be touching.
I'm looking forward for that, Kiruba. It's not just about search engine optimization, it's about how you can search and find this channel and subscribe where you can actually optimize to grow your influence. See you soon in the next episode with Kiruba Shankar.